Hello, Epic Families. Beth Meltzer here. Today, what I wanted to talk to you about is the power of words. Do you ever have one of those days? Now, just like half hour ago in my house, the kids were screaming and dinging the doorbell, the dogs were howling, and it was just momentary chaos for a little bit. You know, parenting can be a tough job, and when we have days like that, it can be very tempting to lash out and say something that is unkind to one of our children. When my kids were little, there was always a Bible verse that I would teach them, and I had them memorize it, that I had it broken down into language they could understand, but it basically said, "May all my words be like presents to others." And our words should be kind to others. Words have great power. The Bible does also say that life and death are in the power of the tongue, and also that we can use our words, we can use our tongue to not only bless people, but to curse people. And so we want to make sure that our words to whomever, to our children, to our partner, to other people we meet, and even words we speak about ourselves, that they are uplifting, that they lift us up and don't tear us or the listeners down. Now, one area that we can all work on in particular, because I know I have been guilty of this, and I'm sure you probably have been as well, is in the area of absolutes. Now, what do I mean by absolutes? By absolutes, I mean statements that start with "you always" or "you never." I'll give you some examples. "You never listen." "You always pick a fight with your brother." "You always make a mess." "You'll never amount to anything." Those are words that have great power, whether we are speaking them against our child or about ourselves, as in, "I'll never be a good mom. I just can't handle this. I'll never get this right. I'll never succeed." So what we can do is, when we catch ourselves saying one of those absolutes, because if we say them enough, our child or our partner or ourselves, we will hear those words and they will sink into our hearts. And then our kids will believe that they never listen. And you know what will happen? They won't listen. They will believe that they will always be angry. And guess what? They will always be angry. And if you believe that you'll never succeed, you know what? You won't. So when you catch yourself starting to use an absolute, "you'll never" or "you always," pause, catch yourself, and then rephrase it. For example, instead of saying "you never listen," you can say to your child or to your partner, "I really would like it if you paid attention to me when I speak to you." Instead of "I'll never succeed at whatever it is," you say to yourself, "I'm in the process of learning to be a success." Trust me, it will make all the difference in the world to you and to those around you. So if you are ever going to use an absolute statement, always make sure that it's a positive one. "You always listen." "You are always nice and kind to me." And if you've tried if you're a mom, and if you've tried a lot of parenting programs or read books, and you still feel stuck with yelling and with having kids who don't listen, who drive you out of your mind, and you're looking for a more positive approach, I can help. I've worked with dozens and dozens of moms over the years and had some great successes in getting them from the point where they started to a much healthier point where they can parent calmly and peacefully. So if you're interested in my Epic Mom mentorship, that is 12 weeks worth of undivided attention and personal coaching from me. I will include a link to that below. And I look forward to being able to help you. And I hope that all of you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week.